Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Gaming News Weekly Live. Would you would you ad lib in my song? Definitely ad lib in my song. The intro song, bro. You know how long ago I made that music? Like all the intros I made. I think most of them have. I think I made like 5 or 6 songs for like intros for YouTube. I don't use those intros no more. I think I made a video about all the intros that I made. But I made that music so long ago. And yeah, some of that shit do bang out. Some of it, I feel like I make some good music. But nobody was ad libbing my music like that. But yeah, it's Gaming News Weekly. It's Sunday. We back at it again. I didn't live stream yesterday because catastrophe struck right after the jam, and that shit took until like 2 p.m. to get done. It was a goddamn mess. But everything's back now. Everything's good. And I made some videos. I played Armored Core and stuff like that. So I kind of made up for the time. I do need to live stream, bro. In Gaming News Weekly, I'm here. There's been a whole lot that go on this week. Nintendo had a direct. I wasn't expecting that. You said you was drilling. I mean, look, when I was coming up, especially like when I became a college dropout, I'm like, I gotta find something to do, and I was making music. I was rapping. I was making videos on YouTube. I think I started doing all that around the same time because like I was a college student. I went broke. They kicked me out of school because I couldn't afford it, and I was like, okay, I have to do something with my life. So I just, every nigga in the hood be rapping. So I'm like, fuck it, I might rap. So look, I made a whole mixtape. I made a whole mixtape back in the day. I lost it. It was on that computer that I showed like a couple streams ago that has the Doom on the front. That computer crashed out. So the mixtape I had, it had like 7 songs on there. I made the beats. I was rapping. That shit's gone. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not a rapper. And then I started making videos on YouTube, and I started doing that. So that's kind of where that story came from. And then like all the music that I do have, like on my intros and stuff, yeah, I made those, made the intros, and put some work in, put some work in. But yeah, there's been a whole lot of stuff going on. There's been rumors that all of Sony's games is getting delayed. So like the Prophet game they showed at the Game Awards is not coming out until 2027. That's still 2 years from now. And I'm like, why did they show it? Why did they show it? Ghost of Yotai is going to be delayed to next year? What the fuck? What is going on at PlayStation, bro? We really don't know what's going on at PlayStation. Xbox, they're just doing their thing. They released a new backbone. They released a new accessibility controller. They're releasing hella games on PlayStation. Them motherfuckers are the top 10 slots on PlayStation is Xbox games. That shit's crazy. I don't know why Microsoft is doing this to PlayStation. But PlayStation is kind of just letting them because PlayStation needs that time off to like rebuild themselves. So I think Microsoft is doing them a favor by filling in those spots with all these games because Ghost of Yotai should have definitely been out already. But for some reason it's not. For some reason it's not. And Microsoft's like, okay, put another game in that slot. And every time Sony pushes another game back, Microsoft drops another game in that slot. I think they're helping each other. I think high key Sony is telling Microsoft like, "Hey, bro, can you drop a game in July for us because we don't have no content?" And Microsoft like, "Yeah, go down the list. Here's one." They just gonna put that motherfucker right on PlayStation in July. I think that's exactly how this is turning out because everything PlayStation has slated might just be gone. You said PlayStation losing money since PlayStation 5. Yeah, they've been hurting for sure. They've been hurting for sure. But I mean, they're still making good money because they have a whole lot of like active consoles. They sold a whole lot of consoles. They don't have a whole lot of they don't have as many people active on their platform as Xbox does because Xbox has Game Pass. They have the consoles, they have the cloud, they have PC, people interacting on Steam, on PlayStation, on BattleNet. Xbox has a lot of active users. That's why they could go to the shareholders. Mick, we got motherfuckers giving us money from every avenue imaginable, even Nintendo. PlayStation doesn't have that, but they are still making money. They're just not making as much money as they would like to. And I think that's for every company to say, but they have been losing money. But that's why they've been remastering every game instead of making new games. Because people were talking about how the Naughty Dog game, the what the hell is it called? Intergalactic? They thought that was coming next year, but that's actually 2 years away. And it's because Naughty Dog hasn't released a game on the PS5. They haven't released a single game on the PS5. And I'm like, Naughty Dog is PlayStation's biggest studio, their most prominent studio. And Naughty Dog hasn't created a PS5 game yet. Their first game is Intergalactic, and it might just be a PS6 game. That is how bad the PS5 generation has been. That everything Naughty Dog has released or would have released has been the remasters of the two games they already had. Remasters of fucking Nathan Drake. The Last of Us Online that got canceled. Like, Naughty Dog has released nothing for PS5. Like, nothing new anyway. And I think that's because Sony doesn't want to lose the money. You said The Last of Us had to be the Choco. I swear. But I mean, Naughty Dog could have made some more stuff. Insomniac released how many games on PS5? They remastered Spider-Man. They made Spider-Man 2. They made fucking Rifts Apart. They're making Venom. And they're making Wolverine. Like, Naughty Dog hasn't released a single fucking game for PS5. And then you look at Insomniac over there and they have 5 already announced and slated. 3 of them already came out. And it's like, it's because Sony really don't have the money to lose if Naughty Dog fails to produce a game that sells 20 million. That is why Naughty Dog hasn't released anything. That's why Ben Studios is remastering Days Gone. What's up, Hendrix? That's why they're remastering Days Gone, because Sony can't afford to lose more money. But they can't gain more money off remasters. It's because it don't cost that much to make those. They literally just reuse assets and textures, high res that shit, and they release it. And they've been blowing a whole lot of money on third-party deals. And I think that's where Sony is kind of bleeding the money. Because all the money they sent to shift up for Stellar Blade still didn't sell more than Sea of Thieves. And we got to go over that news too. Because Sea of Thieves has sold 2 million copies on PlayStation. Sea of Thieves came out in 2018, bro. It sold 2 million on PlayStation. I don't think Stellar Blade has reached 2 million copies yet. It might have reached 2 million copies. And they came out the same time last year. But for some reason, Sea of Thieves has already sold 2 million. I don't think Stellar Blade has sold that much. And it's like, damn, Sony, bro. Sea of Thieves 2018 from Xbox is selling more than your fucking first party, your second party, your third party. It's getting out of hand. And I think PlayStation is starting to feel that. But the fact that Naughty Dog hasn't released anything this whole generation of console means that Sony is real scared of losing money on what Naughty Dog makes. And now that Intergalactic has been shown and people didn't fucking like it, I think it's worse. That's why it's taking 2 years off. I think that's why it's probably going to launch PS6 and not for the PS5. And I'm like, I know that has to hurt. All the Naughty Dog fans out there, I know it has to hurt them. Because they've been looking for Naughty Dog to drop a game. And they've been releasing the same shit. You said Sony's been riding the AAA blockbuster move. Yeah. They've been pushing the same type of game since the PS4. That's why they keep remaking them bitches. But the fact that they're spending $300 million on a game that's probably going to make $300 million, they're not profiting anything. And what shareholders love the most are profits. And when I look at Sony stock, I'm like, yeah, you're not making enough of that profit for shareholders to be like, yeah, bro, we gonna invest more. That's why their stock isn't rising too much. It's going up like maybe 2 cents a week or some shit like that. That's not really good growth for PlayStation. That's not really good growth for PlayStation at all. But I mean, the little growth that they are getting is still good for the time. But they definitely need something to get over the top. And why do my camera keep tweaking like that? Oh, okay. Okay, there it goes. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, the Nintendo Direct happened on, was it Wednesday or Thursday? And I didn't get to see it, so I haven't seen the Nintendo Direct. So we definitely need to watch that because I haven't heard much news because people don't really cover Nintendo as much as they should. It came out Thursday. Okay, hold on. Yeah, because the Direct happened. It's kind of short. 36 minutes? I mean, Nintendo Directs are usually short. But yeah, we need to watch that because I definitely need to cover that, hoe. And I'm like, since I missed it and I didn't even know what was happening, I swear I think it was a shadow drop. I think the Nintendo Direct was not announced because I would have prepared for it if it was. You said Nintendo just make games. I mean, yeah, that's what Microsoft is starting to understand. But Nintendo don't like to share, bro. And that's the only thing. If Nintendo shared more of their content, I don't think it would hurt them in any way. But I think they benefit more from not sharing than they do sharing anything. Because when I want to play Fire Emblem, I run to that Switch. Switch. When I want to play Fire Emblem, I literally run to the Switch. Because that is one of those games that nobody's replicated a good one yet. I know there was like an indie version that's on Xbox. It's like a game where like two cats, I think they're like cat people. That one was pretty good, but it's not Fire Emblem Three Houses, bro. I haven't even played Engage. I ain't heard too much good about Engage or bad, but I haven't played Engage. But Three Houses is still peak game. And I don't think any tactical RPG has stood a chance against Fire Emblem all this time. And Nintendo keep that shit to their heart, bro. They not sharing it with anybody. And I'm like, bro, just let me play Fire Emblem on Xbox. I just want to quick resume. Jump in and out of Fire Emblem. Oh, why is this silent? Nintendo Direct. What did they have to show? Because we're waiting on the Switch 2's news. Dragon's Quest? That is Dragon's Quest, isn't it? What is this? It looked old as hell. And see, I didn't play like the old ass RPGs that Nintendo had because I stopped at 64. And I played the basic ones like Mario and Perfect Dark, GoldenEye. What the hell? Okay, so it was Dragon's Quest. I knew I seen that art before.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
April 2nd, get a Switch 2?
As well.
Oh shit.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future.
See, I don't think I would like going to play an old ass game kind of remade like that.
Escape from dire straits.
Hold on, let me get this
minutes
My bad.
until oxygen 0.
Help me. Please help me, Dante!
Somnium
The
Files.
latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game.
What the fuck, Iris again?
Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July
That shit's
25th.
jokes. I have 2 of those games.
Unleash the supernatural.
Is that old dude from SMT5?
Classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time
That is the dog
alongside
from
demons you
SMT5.
summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons
Big
into
Nesha.
allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
as he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core.
Magasser?
Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins.
This is the Pac-Man game.
As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before. But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
Okay, but I think that game is multi-platform. I do want to play Shadow
The
Labyrinth.
rhythmic march begins. Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata 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 Pon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Patapon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kiba Pond to the shield-savvy Tate Pond, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes.
See, I don't know if that'd be fun.
Plus,
I understand it's like
new
it's
features
a
have been added,
rhythmic
so you
strategy
can
game.
dance to the beat of your own drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth. When
Yeah, it's a
Patapon 1
like
plus
it's
2
a battle
replay
simulator, but you
launches on
make
Nintendo
music
Switch
to tell them
July
when to
11th.
move, when to fight, when to defend.
Welcome to Zephyr Town.
Yeah, legit murder
A
music.
cozy place nestled in a wind.
I don't know how the fuck Nintendo be making the most violent shit
This is where your
adorable,
new life
but they
begins.
get away with it, and it's so good that they do. Where the fuck the next Animal Crossing at?
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system. This immersive
He's a King Von type game.
life
Facts.
has no shortage of
You
activities
taking
get
everybody
up
to the O.
You must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals. Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe
Oh,
nurture
he
a
spin the G to
relationship
Sophie?
if you find that special someone. Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
You see Mario and Luigi?
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
That's probably gonna be a banger of a game.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
It looked exactly like how they made
Please
Pokemon,
take a look at this.
just with no Pokemon in it. Oh yeah, I knew I'd seen that architecture before. I'm like, this is alien as hell. It's fucking Metroid. See, I still remember back in the day
the unknown
where I
planet
still
universe.
thought Metroid was a dude.
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
And then Samus popped out that suit.
In
And
order
it was
to
like,
survive,
God
and
damn it.
escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to. Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
See, I don't know why the gameplay looks so goofy, and I know, like,
Mysterious.
it's because it's a Nintendo game that they make, like, Samus out here wiping out wildlife, but they make it look so family friendly,
These powers allow
and I'm
Samus
like,
to
you,
operate
this is a
mechanisms
Doom game now,
and
but it
open
doesn't
doors.
look as destructive as I think it
They
should.
also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams.
Oh, that's
with the
far.
power of her mind.
Oh no, Samus is
These
OP.
powers bestowed upon Samus.
When the fuck Samus get psychic powers?
Shadiharu Theros Nantanaga Shakaran
And what will be her fate? after being summoned to Vuros. The threads
The Covenant is there?
beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
لكن تقال عشرية.
Nah, they turning Samus into a different breed of character, bro. New suit?
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities.
Yeah, they just kind of OP that they got her doing psychic
Okay,
powers.
let's move on to some more headlines.
I swear, they in Seven Samus.
Mischief?
I was not expecting that
Once
shit
upon a time,
from
there was a
Metroid.
drab
That should look
coffee shop
good.
that
And you know it's gonna look
transformed into a
amazing on
magical
Switch too.
Potion Cafe. As the newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
They had a shadow drop at this bitch.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Yeah, they had all the evil motherfuckers in there. And I don't even think Krunk
Welcome
was
to
evil.
Witchbrook College, where students strive to master
He was just helping
magic
Yzma
arts.
ass.
During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op.
Nah, Nintendo, bro. How are you shitting on Hogwarts Legacy like this?
Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Why did they do that to Hogwarts Legacy, bro? Because that's what people wanted, that exact thing from Hogwarts Legacy,
Action,
and we're not getting that
adventure,
until probably
and
the second
arcade
game.
games await. Set off.
When Nintendo's like, we can do it
to
in 8-bit
eliminate a
form.
mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll
Okay, the art is
explore an
fire on
expansive
this.
archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts. Then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and
See, I don't know how the fuck
Salamander
motherfuckers
2.
be playing bullet hell
Some titles
games.
come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3. Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And Be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on
I don't even know what the fuck to
Switch
think about
later
that.
today. Let's see what's in store.
Almost Animal Crossing.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming.
This is how Nintendo get motherfuckers, because everybody think like, oh, live service game this, live service game that. Hell no, just get a game where you gotta sit in there for 3 hours a day grinding some shit, and you gonna get motherfuckers to play your game forever. And that's exactly what Nintendo does right. In every game, they have farming simulators, they have motherfucking games where you leveling up businesses one by one, and motherfuckers gonna play that
Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon.
Totodile.
The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City.
So you're just in Lumio City the whole time?
People and Pokemon to coexist. A company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here.
So it's motherfucking Pokemon Go, but on
If you sense
Switch.
trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls,
That nigga had a baby Gardevoir.
the
I forget what it's
city's aura
called.
transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before
Hold on, this motherfucker might slap.
Surprise attack. During
You say
battle,
Rose?
use
Yeah,
super
that's what
attack
it is. He
move
had
for
one of them and they was walking down the street. What the fuck he got that for? That's not even a good Pokemon.
And with
Look, that nigga got a
Mega
Gardevoir
Evolution,
too.
Some Pokemon can power up even more.
That was a lady.
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
So you gotta go through the
Trainers
whole
who reach
fucking
the top
alphabet.
are said to have a wish granted.
Like real-time Pokemon battles actually
Are
might
two
be the
sides
way.
to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered.
Do I want to play a Pokemon? I ain't played a Pokemon game in so long.
Pokemon Legends ZA.
But
launches on
Pokemon
Nintendo
Legends might
Switch
just bang,
later
bro.
this year.
I might have to
In
get
Lumio
that
City,
hoe.
where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It
Yeah, I
seems
don't know why the
there are
hell
more
everybody just want this
secrets to
Pokemon
uncover.
now.
Please
That
be
shit's
on the
so
lookout for
popular.
more information in the future. Next, please take a look at this.
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop.
You said X and Y was the last one you played?
Funny little rhythm games.
I ain't played like an actual Pokemon game since Emerald, bro. And that was like Nintendo. What was that? It was an Advance. It's a Game Boy Advance. That's the last time I played Pokemon. So I played none of the new gen Pokemon games.
It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky.
Why is it an AI generated
Maybe
voice?
You could try it in time to a rhythm.
Another rhythm game?
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
See, I don't know if I would buy that, but I would definitely play it if I had it.
That was Rhythm Heaven
Wait,
Groove.
so there's Switch games coming out after the Switch 2? Because it's at 2026. The Switch 2 comes out this year.
Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
Okay, digital storefront.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games. When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
Hold on, that tech might just be revolutionary.
System, wherever and whenever you want. Just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems.
I mean, only two systems is kind of limited.
Communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
No, but
you can also lend out virtual game cards.
Hold on, but this is the opposite of game sharing, though. I mean, this isn't the opposite of game sharing. It is game sharing, essentially. But how are you downloading these things? I didn't see them download a single fucking thing. It's like if you buy a game on a store, you get a digital game card. You can, like, it's just like a normal game card. So you just put that bitch in and you play it. But how much space is it taking up? Either they're leaving that part out, or, nigga, like, games are they're just infinitely just populated in game card form. And the bitches just work. Because digital licenses work like that. That's why Microsoft didn't want you to share licenses. Nintendo's like, fuck that. You can show your licenses. You already bought them bitches. Which people are going to love Nintendo for that anyway. Because not being able to share a license has been the problem with digital properties this whole time. Nintendo just got rid of that. Because now they're treating their digital property like their fucking physical property. which you could just pop them bitches in and out of any Switch that you have. There is limitations though, because they said up to 2 systems, but they're also saying you could transfer them shits to your friends. You could just give them bitches a digital game that you had. Xbox didn't need to put this bitch on. What the fuck? Because they've been acting like, oh, digital media, you gotta track it so heavily, you can't give it away. You can't take it off your fucking system and take it somewhere else. That's been a problem for people a long time. And Nintendo is getting rid of that shit. They're like, no, if you bought fucking Zelda digital and you want to pass that bitch to your friend, we have the way for you to do it. What's the caveats? We don't really know yet because we don't know when this update happens.
Family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
Yeah, you just walk up, send them a game.
And who you're lending it to.
Nigga, trading digital games? Come on now, bro.
Play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks.
You said Xbox announced and everybody acted like they hated it. No. The way Xbox was doing this shit is it was tied to you, and you would give the disc to somebody else, and they would have to pay for them to use that same disc. That's what Microsoft did. So when people did give their physical copy to somebody else, you would just pay. I forget how much you had to pay on your console to activate that license on your console too. Because there was one license per person type thing, and then you didn't need the disc no more. That's what Microsoft was doing. I don't know what announcement you talking about with this, because you still can't do that shit now. If I wanted to send a digital game to somebody on Xbox, you would just buy it from the store and gift it to them. You can't just be like going to your library, okay, send this digital game to my brother. It doesn't work like that. It still doesn't work like that. Because game sharing with digital games, you can game share with everybody on your platform. You said because it's called game sharing now? I mean, it's still not called game sharing now. Because if game sharing was that simple, like if it was this simple, I don't think anybody would be upset with game sharing. But the way you do it on Xbox, because like if me and 12 wanna play games, like if I want to play games that he has and he want to play games that I have, he has to sign into my account on his Xbox. I'll have to sign into his account on my Xbox and download the games that way. But I wouldn't have that game myself, because if I signed out of him on my console, the game would be null and void. It wouldn't be there anymore. I wouldn't have access to it. But this, you essentially just give them the game. You tell them who you have the game, send it to this person, fine. They have the game now. They can play it. Like Nintendo definitely simplified the fuck out of that, because it's hella complicated on Xbox. I think it's even more complicated on PlayStation. But with Game Pass in the cloud on Xbox, I mean you can play games anywhere now. But then they do limit how many times you can change your home console setup, because the home console is how you game share. So if you're the home console, everybody on your console can play your games, but it doesn't work in reverse. So yeah, Nintendo is definitely revolutionizing game sharing. They simplified the fuck out of game sharing. And there's definitely going to be some hiccups somewhere. There's going to be some things that they don't show in this trailer of how they're going to change digital media into essential physical media that you could give to somebody. Because I know for sure that if you give somebody your game, you can't play it yourself. You said it's the same for Nintendo. You have to share it with the fam. I mean, yeah, you share with anybody you connect with, though. They literally just showed you walk up, connect systems, give them the game, and they can leave with that bitch. Nobody can leave with your shit on Xbox. Nobody can leave with your shit on PlayStation. Unless like you literally hand their ass the physical disc. Like if I gave this disc right now to one of my family members, they would take the game and they would go play that bitch. And they would bring it back whenever the fuck they can. Digital media don't allow you to do that. But Nintendo's digital media allow you to do that. So it would be like I gave this disc to somebody else, because then I wouldn't have Doom anymore. So if I gave my Doom to my fucking brother and he drove 10 hours away, I wouldn't get that Doom back until that nigga sent it to me in the mail, or if that nigga came back and brought me the game. That's essentially what Nintendo was doing to digital media. And it doesn't work like that on Xbox and PlayStation. And that's why people like, oh, you buying these licenses, you don't own the game. Now Nintendo's like, yeah, you own the game. And if you give the game to somebody and they don't get that bitch back, what the fuck can you do? You gave them the game. You literally gave their ass the game that you bought. That is what I'm seeing here. That is exactly, because like ownership is yours now. So if you do give somebody your motherfucking game on the Switch and they don't give you that bitch back, you just got finessed, buddy. Like, Nintendo ain't about to be like, oh, here's your game back. Nah, nigga. You say you only get the game for 2 weeks? Okay, so they have security for that shit. That's smart. Because if you give somebody, because you don't get to play it no more. That is what I'm seeing on here. So if you give somebody your game, you literally give them your game. Not just access to the license that you own. No, you literally give your game away. You don't get to play at the same time they do. Which is what people wanted digital media to be like physical media. In physical media, you don't call that shit game sharing. You literally give your game away. And they give you that bitch back. Game sharing is you getting to share the license with the people on your console. That's not the same, bro. But this, I like this. Will I use it? No, because I don't know many people.
Automatically return to you.
This so somebody can finesse your
Making
ass.
digital games even easier to use. Virtual game card.
You said these people have to attach to your account? I mean, yeah, they literally said you have to connect to them to send them the game. So they know who you're giving the game to. Because how would you transfer the game digitally unless you connect together? Of course, those systems have to be in place. But you still give your game away now. You can't do that on Xbox. You can't do that on PlayStation. This direct was kind of cool. It was short. High on Life? High on Life wasn't on Nintendo Switch yet? I thought that shit was. Star Overdrive. I didn't even heard of this. I play Wandering Village. It looks like shit on Nintendo Switch though. Holy fuck, this shit look like ass. Wandering Village looks amazing on Xbox. But I mean, Nintendo Switch is a lower end graphical console. So I understand, but I didn't expect it to look this fucking bad on Nintendo Switch. They still have all the things working though. So as long as all the systems work, I mean, graphically it's gonna have to suffer a little bit.
Uncover history once more. An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo remaster?
Meet Gustav.
You say you can't go online and share it? What do you mean go online and share it? You have to share it online. But you mean like just through the internet? Then yeah, I understand. Because you have to be in the same room to share that bitch anyway. But you don't have to stay in the same room to use it. But you would have to be in the same room the game share on Xbox. Well, you would have to use the same console anyway. Or you would have to sign them in on your console over there for them to use your stuff on that console. And you would have to give your whole account up to do that. But the Nintendo one, you don't have to give your whole account up to do that. You literally can send their ass the game. They can play that shit for 2 weeks. And then it comes back to you. Automatic. That is actually something special. Because everything Xbox does is account based. So when I go from Xbox to PC to cloud, it's all account based. It's lovely. You say it was like this, and yeah, which is good. Nintendo has been doing this, but the big players haven't. Steam's not doing it. Xbox is not doing it. Epic's not doing it. PlayStation's not doing it. So it's something. It's definitely something special. You can't just be like, oh, it's just game sharing, but better. Because it is game sharing, but better. It's definitely, and if Nintendo had this before, and now they're bringing it to the Switch, it makes so much sense. Why can't Xbox and PlayStation do this shit with disc? You said it only works with portable systems? I mean, it don't only have to work with portable systems. Because if you can allow, because they have the gift system on Xbox, that means I know for sure it can work over the internet normally. Nintendo is portable, so it's a security thing. So if you can meet somebody and trade games, like right here, it makes sense for stationary consoles like this. The gift feature already exists. You can give somebody a game already on Xbox. Why can't you do that shit with games you already own? Because that's what Nintendo is letting you do. Yeah, you have to be in the same room, but Microsoft and them already have a gift system that you could give people games. But I can't give them my game and it just comes back in 2 weeks. That is what I'm saying. That would be a great feature to have. Nintendo's doing it. They have their systems. They have their, their walls, their boundaries that they're setting. Because it's going to be kind of hard to regulate that. So you have to put things in place. I understand. But the fact that they could literally give a game to somebody and it comes back in 2 weeks. Xbox can't fucking do that. PlayStation can't do that. And they already have systems to let you give people games anyway. Steam already lets you give games to people. But all you do is buy them a copy and send it to them. But if you own a copy, why can't I just send them that one? I already own the game. I'm not playing it no more. Send it to that nigga. Let him play that shit. It would be so simple. It would be so simple. And yeah, you can connect to people. You can connect to all your friends. You already add them as friends and everything. Those are the only people you can give games to anyway. People that you're already connected to on Xbox. So why is it not like how Nintendo has it, where you can legit send them your game, not buy the game on the store and send it to your friend? You say yeah, but you can't play your nephew games though. So it don't work in tandem. Because yeah, since you're the account leader, if you give him the access to your account, he can play all your games, but it doesn't work in reverse. Unless he gives you access to his account. So all the games he has, you won't never know. But if he's just playing yours, then it's just leeching. It's not game sharing at that point. Because what is he sharing with you that you're not sharing, that you're sharing with him? But if you're literally swapping games, back and forth, friend to friend, tit for tat. Because yeah, they like Xbox had that in 360 time, where it had like the family Xbox thing. So then like if your mom had an account on the Xbox, and she bought all the games, all the kids got to play the games on the Xbox. Because the mom owned all the games on the Xbox. Like Xbox has already had this system for a long time. Like you said, the DS had a system like that too. But the transferring of games, like physical games, is not the same as what Nintendo just put on.
The Royal Air
And it has security measures.
Explorer.
2 weeks?
Whose
Send my shit back.
legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG.
You said, what's the difference? Then the difference is Nintendo, you don't have to ask for their account.
Experience the original
Because
story,
when y'all meet,
along with
they can
brand
send
new
you the
events to
game.
expand the
You
vibrant
connect together.
world
They
of
send you the
Sonic.
game, and it goes back.
Plus, team up with more characters in battle.
You don't have to get their account to do it because they can just send you the game on
Transfer
Nintendo.
stats to allies through the parameter
So you don't have to
of
keep giving your account away left and right. Here's my email. Here's my password. Sign in. Make me your home Xbox. Play all my games. And then you have to do that shit in reverse.
What histories will you uncover through the ages?
Yeah, which is great. You have to ask in person for the account anyway. Well, you gotta call them, text them, email them.
Later
How are you giving them your account if they don't come ask you?
Monumental adventures await.
Why do I got Zeus, bro? I got a water bottle.
Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning
The
landscapes.
thing is, you don't have to give your whole account away to do it.
Optical illusions to
Because
discover
what if you give somebody your account
mystifying secrets
and
to
then they
control.
tamper with your shit?
In Monument Valley, lead the silent
You won't be able to
princess
stop
in her
them
quest
because
for
you gave them
forgiveness
access to
while
your account.
outsmarting
You're
the
cooked.
enigmatic crow people.
Nintendo got a barrier for that.
Monument Valley 2.
The barrier is already in place because y'all not account swapping.
Motherhood.
That's what you do on Xbox and PlayStation. You account swap. You gotta really trust somebody to share games. On Nintendo, you can legit share games with your friends, and them bitches gonna come back in 2 weeks, no matter what. You don't have to connect with them again.
The first two Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo
Monument
Switch
Valley
this
3.
summer.
It's fucking Wii Golf.
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch. Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Oh, you going in the sand.
Backspins,
Oh, that's
side
cheating.
spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play. So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Where have I seen this before? You said hot take. Ninja Turtles 2003 was the best.
Marvel's greatest
Turtles era?
superheroes in the fight against evil.
Transformers Armada was the best
Pair up
Transformers
2
era.
heroes from the roster of 15,
Armada?
including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man
Hold on.
and the ferocious Wolverine to take on.
Because I think,
From close quarters combatants to
what is it
you
called?
can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of
I think Fall of
possibilities.
Cybertron probably been the
And
best
swap
Transformers
between your
game.
team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes.
Let me see.
Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
I mean, Armada was hella good though.
The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe.
Ninja Turtles
begins
2003.
when
I do agree that
Marvel
Ninja Turtles
Cosmic
2003. That's why they kind of brought
launches
back
on
the
Nintendo
brawler
Switch
beat 'em up
system
games.
this holiday.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
He didn't even snap. You said Starscream was a real one in Armada. Starscream is always soft as hell though.
I'm a buckle. Tornadoes off on G yesterday.
Is it Animal Crossing? No, this is not Animal Crossing.
How refreshing.
Why is it so fucking weird, bro? Nintendo. It's like The Sims, but small people. You say he not soft in Armada? You see that? he kind of needs to be soft though, cause Starscream is always scared. He's always scared. That's why he's always alive. Starscream doesn't die because he's a coward. He's fearful, but he's cautious. Him not being soft in Armada, I think that's kind of breaking character.
Did you want to talk?
Glad that was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life.
You say you still got Mii's in 2025?
First new entry in the series.
They're keeping them bitches alive.
In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
I think that Direct was pretty good.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Wait, hold on. Nintendo, you better not be pulling that Sony shit.
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
How you gonna have a game
Since
show?
2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo
And you're gonna be like, yeah, we got an announcement, but it's not a game.
And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today.
Oh, they trying to farm active users.
In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account.
They're trying to farm active users. It's such a good idea too. Because everybody's gonna have it. Even like non-Nintendo users are gonna use that app. Cause like following gaming news and Nintendo just gonna tell you shit on the app, I might have to download that bitch. Cause how do I keep up with the news if I don't have the app? Oh my goodness, Nintendo's a brilliant. They're brilliant, bro. They don't fucking miss. Nintendo Direct was good. I think it was pretty good. And then the Switch 2's Direct is coming, and that's what people are looking for the most. They showed us Metroid Dread. Here, that means the Switch 2 Direct literally, how many days? Is it next Thursday? Because I kind of want to be there for that. I kind of want to live stream that. I might not be able to. I might be at work. I need to go check the date. No, the 2nd is on Sunday. Oh, no, it's not. It's on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be at work. It depends on what time. Because they didn't say what time it was. So I'm going to be at... Fuck, God damn it, Nintendo. You're always doing cool shit when I'm not available. What is going on here? Holy shit. Get up here. The virtual car system was cool. Some of the remasters they got seemed cool. I've been hearing a whole lot of like chatter about Persona 4 getting a remake. And I'm like, why the fuck would Golden need a remake? Like, Golden was the remake. Like, Royal was the remake. Like, they already did that. And this is why SMT5, like, Vengeance was the remake. Persona 3 never got the Golden or the Royal treatment. That's why I got the Persona 3 remake. I don't think P4 needs that. Especially in this climate, they would have to... they'd probably be tampering with shit. They'd be changing some shit, and I wouldn't want them to change Persona 4. I wouldn't want them to change Persona 4 because I like that one the most. Joker and him in Persona 5 was really good. I played a lot of that fucking game. But Persona 4 was the better one. It's the better one. Persona 3 wasn't that good, bro. With Makoto at... Nah, that shit wasn't that good. P4? Peak. You said they want to update the graphics? I mean, Persona 4 looks good. I mean, if you mean, because like the art they use, like when I boot up Persona 4 right now, it doesn't look outdated, like graphically. But if you want to like reconstruct the world to look just like 2025 graphically, I can understand what you mean. But would it be worth the money? Because Persona 3 getting that makes sense. Persona 3 getting that made sense. But Persona 4, like the PC version of the game was already peak. It still looks just as good as Persona 5 does. Persona 4. But Persona 3 didn't look that good. And now Persona 3 looks just as good as Persona 5. It doesn't look better than Persona 5 though. So like graphically, like even Metaphor still looks worse than Persona 5. Metaphor doesn't look better graphically than Persona 5 does. So P4 already being at that level with Golden, I don't think it needs a remake just for graphical fidelity. Because that would be, I mean, it wouldn't be a waste of time. Because I would definitely buy it. I'm a fan. I'm going to buy that shit. How am I not going to fucking buy it? But like, it wouldn't be, they could be making Persona 6. You could spend that time making Persona 6 or whatever the fuck Atlas wants to make next. You said Metaphor got ugly textures? I mean, yeah, like, even some of the demons look better in other Atlas games, like older Atlas games. And Metaphor is their newest game. Metaphor is their newest game. And Persona 5 still looks the best. Because the golden version, because if you go to original Persona 5, it does look like shit. But then that's why they got the royal version. The royal version looks amazing. The golden version looks amazing of Persona 4. So if Metaphor needs a ReFantazio like edition that make it look better because they made so much money on the game, then I will understand. You said they want to be able to sell the collection to the generation coming up. All the games look uniform, the same. I can see that because that's what BioWare did with like the trilogy for Mass Effect. That's what they did to the trilogy for Mass Effect. But the thing is, if they move engines, because BioWare did move engines, so no matter what they do to the original trilogy, it would never look as good as Andromeda does. Like Andromeda looks so good graphically compared to the other Mass Effect games that it would never be on par. So even if they wanted to uniform them, there's still going to be a game that looked the best. So even uniforming Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, P5 still looks better than all of them. Metaphor still looks shit compared to Persona 5. Like, it's one of those deals. Like, I don't know what artists and what animators and stuff was on hand when P5 Golden was created, but they peaked. Like, for art and graphics, they peaked. I don't think Atlas is getting better looking than Persona 5. Unless they completely change the art style. And I don't see Persona changing how they do art. I don't see them changing how they do art. But it would probably need an art overhaul to look any better. Because just getting better textures is not going to make the game look better. Because everything looked better in Persona 5. The demons look better. The character models look better. You said yesterday, like Ninja Gaiden? I mean, but Ninja Gaiden was so old that the graphical upgrade was significant. Because that was already like a high resolution HD game back then. But HD back then was like 480p. So when they get that motherfucker to 4K, it looks spectacular. And they definitely changed a whole lot. They changed textures on clothes. They changed some character models. You say it's the same game with an overlay? Oh, you're not talking about the second one? I mean, I never played Ninja Gaiden Black, the first one, but the second one definitely looks different from the 360 one. It is night and day different. All the textures look different. But yeah, I didn't play Ninja Gaiden Black like 1. Cause I don't. How much is that? High key. I barely played Ninja Gaiden Black 2. Hold on, let me boot up Xbox real quick. Turn on the good old Xbox. Yeah, where the fuck is Ninja Gaiden Black 1? What the fuck is the... See, Microsoft needs to do the thing where they, like, put these bitches together. Because where is the first one, Xbox? Why would it not be in here? Because those, like, it's the second game to the first game. Why is it not... What the fuck is... Why is Xbox like this, bro? Like, they need to be like Steam. Where, like, you go here, you click on Koei Tecmo America, and it shows you every game Koei Tecmo has published on your platform. We need those type of things on Xbox, bro. Like, the convenience of those things on Steam is crazy. Because when I see a developer, and I'm like, what else have you created? And I click on their name, it shows me everything they've made since they started producing on Steam. Xbox, we need that, bro. We need, we need that, because how am I suffering looking for Ninja Gaiden Black, the first one? Why is it just not in? People also like, because it would be in here. It should be in here. It should be the first game to pop up in this bitch. Not Unknown 9. I don't even... Nobody's played that shit. War of the Apocalypse Purgatory. I never even heard of that. Fist is a fucking 2D game. Nah, they're hoeing, bro. Microsoft is hoeing. But yeah, because when they announced the second one, I didn't even remember the first one getting remastered. I could probably find it on Steam real quick. Because what did the first Ninja Gaiden remaster... When did it come out? Because I just remember the second one. F1. You said just like Master Chief Collection without switching back and forth? I mean, yeah, that's what every remaster is, though. Every remaster is just, you know, it's just a new coat of paint slapped on that hoe. But being able to swap back in Master Chief Collection is probably the only reason people play Master Chief Collection. Is being able to see how old it looked, and then all the new textures they put in is actually fire. But other than that, like, you might as well just go play the OG Halo 1 and 2 and 3. Because the Master Chief Collection isn't that good. Because I have like Reach and shit like on disc. I'd rather just play those than MCC. But if you want it to look cute, then yeah, you go play MCC. You have a good time looking at it. But they did fix some bugs though. That's one thing. Like the original game, the bugs that were in the game, they did clean all that up. So they definitely made changes to the performance, to the graphics, all that. But I don't think Persona needs any of that. You say you mean the code is exactly the same? Yeah, that's what remaster mean, bro. What are you trying to convey? Because we know what a remaster is. It's just the cleaned up version of a game, but they're not going to leave the bugs in there. So the bugs are definitely worked out. What? Oh, they're talking about fucking Monolith getting shut down. You said Ninja Gaiden Black is showing in the store? Why the fuck did I not see it? Because the second one popped up instantly. Why the hell couldn't I find the first one? Because I think I have the Xbox version of that game. Yeah, because I just have an OG Ninja Gaiden Black. You said Monolith had it coming? I mean, Wonder Bros definitely didn't help them out. Hey, what's up, Cool Breeze? We just finished the Nintendo Direct. You missed it. You said maybe it's because you own it. Yeah, because I don't have the remake of Ninja Gaiden Black. I just have the Xbox version of Ninja Gaiden Black. Like OG Xbox version. And I have Ninja Gaiden 3. The 360 version. Oh, the OG Black didn't get remastered. Oh, okay, because yeah, that's what I was looking for. Because I'm like, Ninja Gaiden Black? I didn't remember that motherfucker getting remastered. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2 got a remaster. Okay, okay. Now we're on the same channel. But yeah, we just watched the Nintendo Direct. Cool Breeze. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. There were some things in there. I like that. The Switch 2 is getting a Direct next week. Gotta be there. You said WB is terrible at direction, but Monolith had it coming. Monolith should have been working on another freaking Middle Earth game. You said last game was 2017, 2018? Yeah, and then they... Wait, what did Monolith make after that? Didn't they make the... Didn't they make the Suicide Squad game? No, they didn't make Suicide Squad. I think they made the Arkham game? No, that wasn't them. That was Rocksteady ass. Yeah, what the fuck did Monolith make last? Because I know it was Shadows of War. You said they didn't make anything? Yeah, they were cooked. What the fuck happened? Because, yeah, they made Shadows of War. I remember. And then they made nothing after that? What the fuck? Because then their Wonder Woman game got shut down. So that happened. God damn. So what the fuck was they working on in like after Shadows of War? So it was just Wonder Woman. So they worked on Shadows of War. They worked on Wonder Woman, and then Wonder Woman got shut down. Monolith got shut down. I really don't know what the fuck happened to them because they made some good games before that. So I guess they just didn't. They ran out of money, and WB was like, "Yeah, bro, Monolith, go ahead and close these doors, bro. Go ahead and clock out for me. We don't need y'all no more." But they locked the Nemesis system up. You say a bunch of the key players move to EA. Ah, shit. EA probably gonna run their ass into the ground, too. You say you seen the game you mentioned? The first Berserker? Yeah, I had to test that game way back in the day. So I couldn't really talk about it until it came out. But they fixed the whole... Look, I played this game so long ago. It fucking sucked back then, bro. But now I see the game... And the full vision is there. They really cooked the fuck up with that game. But when we first played it, I'm talking about this was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. The game fucking sucked, bro. I was like, yeah, this shit not it. The main character was boring as hell. The environments was boring as hell. The enemies, I'm talking about, they hyper armored everything. They stood there. It's like you hit them, they didn't move. You were just hitting them for damage, and their health bar is going down. They didn't react to damage. It was scuffed. It was a real bad experience. And I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a shit ass Souls-like. But then it's actually fire now. Yeah, it looks really fucking good. That nigga drip is upgraded. His weapons and shit look amazing. His combat style is fire. I like how you parry and shit to get your like signature moves. That game came a long way then from the first time I seen it, or the months that we played it before, because that shit was ass. It was boring and shit. I was like, yeah, bro, this shit is not it. But it's definitely came a long way, and I'm kind of happy to see that game actually came into the vision, because I was not there. I was not feeling that shit. I can definitely say I was one of the niggas that played that shit early and was like, nah, nigga, y'all might as well scrap this, go do something else. But artists, they gotta perform, bro, and they came through with that shit. You said you think they're doing the Black Panther game? I don't know if the Black Panther game is gonna come out. I'm not even gonna fake it to you, because I ain't seen shit from Black Panther in a long time. Oh shit! There's hella people talking about the audio bug in Atomfall. When I made that Atomfall video and the audio just cut out mid video, I'm like, this motherfucker's broken. And everybody had that same problem. So I knew I'm glad it wasn't just only me. But Atomfall is actually pretty good. I got another video coming out. I play more of the game. You said it reminds you of a webtoon called The Barbarian Quest? You say you still need to try Atomfall? Atomfall is pretty good. If you can get past the audio glitches where like sound just doesn't exist for some reason, Atomfall becomes a pretty good game after it's not broken. And I think they're gonna fix the audio to make sure it doesn't happen again. But I mean, they should definitely get that shit done. Atomfall is pretty good. Combat is kind of strange, but it's a survival game, and I think if you play it like a survival game, even though it doesn't present as a survival game, then you will have a better experience with it. Because I was like, when I first started playing it, I was playing it like it was a first person freaking action game. That's how I started playing it, and then the audio was broken. But there's a whole lot of like discovery to do. The trading system is kind of cool, because you actually trade like item for item, value for value. You don't trade money for items, because it's Atomfall. Like, they don't really have money. You said, but at the moment, Remothered, that shit looked hella weird. When I first seen that in the store, I think that came out in 2013. When I first seen it, that shit looked so strange. But I didn't see more of it. No, this shit came out 2018. Holy shit. Why the fuck did I think it came out in 2023? I think I'm thinking about the game with the red girls. I think it's like a 2D game. Because that shit looks strange as hell too. But this is a horror game. Oh, it was a sequel that came out in 2020. I didn't know it got a sequel. Holy shit. Yeah, it definitely got a sequel. You said it's like Stalker? See, that's what I thought it was going to be like. That's why I was playing Adam Fall like initially. But it's nothing like Stalker, bro. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It is like a survival game. You got to like eat food, drink. I think you just got to eat food. I don't think you have to sleep or nothing like that. And you have to like craft things. But you have to go find the recipes to craft things. So it's a story game. But it has like survival elements. And it's like a mystery thing. They want you to play it by ear. You said you heard Adam was more like Fallout. It's nothing like Fallout. Who the hell said that? Adam Fall is... Nah, it's nothing like Fallout. You said maybe like Generation Zero? Yeah, see, Generation Zero was so fun. See, motherfuckers don't know about Generation Zero. That shit was is a blast of a game. It's not... I think it might be that level of survival. Because you don't have to do too many survival things in Generation Zero. And it's like post-apocalyptic. There's still like humans and stuff around. But it's smaller scale than that. You said in some ways, apparently. You said, is it a good game? I think it's a good game. My first video that went up, it did break. And I was like, oh, this shit's fucking broken. But it is a small studio. So you got to give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit. But like as you get into the game world, it's actually fun. And the way you discover clues, like they have waypoints and shit. So if you don't want to interact with the game, like you gotta like walk around, find clues everywhere to go to your next thing. Cause like they have written notes and stuff everywhere, and you read the notes and it tells you to like go to a place, do a thing, and you follow those directions, and you kind of like start discovering more and more of what you're supposed to do in the game as you progress along and just travel and find shit. It's not really like you go talk to an NPC, they tell you like, hey, go here, do this, and then you go do that. It's kind of like notes and like writing on the walls and all kind of like subliminal things like that kind of lead you to different goals. And you just find shit randomly too. You just be going into a cave, going into like a bunker or something, and you find a whole lot of random shit. But like weapons aren't, what do I call it? Weapons aren't too dependent because the survival elements don't go past eating food, I think. Unless you play it on like the hardest of hard difficulty, it probably does. But like weapons don't really, I don't think they break down or anything. They don't degrade. I know you get like old ass weapons to begin with. And like you can find like better weapons on people's bodies and stuff. So you get like improvised weapons like boards. They have bats, they have guns. And I was just going through, I was stabbing the fuck out of niggas last time I was playing. I'm talking about stabbing niggas. Cause the pocket knife is so fast. And people be trying to reload guns, and you just stab their ass the fuck up. You just stab their ass like 3-4 times, they just die, and you're like, damn, goddamn murderer in this game. But I don't know much about what the fuck is going on in the story though, because it dropped you in confused as fuck. Like the main character is already confused. So you're gonna be confused right off rip because you don't know what the fuck you're doing in this world. And then one nigga would tell you to go do a thing. And he's like, yeah, but I don't know how you're supposed to get to the thing. I just know you got to get to that thing. And it's like, okay. And then you got to discover the way to get to the thing that he told you about in the beginning of the game. I think that's kind of how the game is supposed to be played out. And it's one of those things you have to get in there and play it to kind of understand. But it's nothing like Fallout. Because it's not an RPG. Not really. Because it's a game where you just kill random bandits around. You do things. It's more of an action game, but it's like a survival action game. Fallout is an RPG. You kind of like play as, you know, the vault dweller, the motherfucking the carrier. I don't know about Fallout 4. I hated Fallout 4. And Adam Fall is not like Fallout 4, so I can definitely enjoy it because it's not Fallout 4, bro. But yeah, Adam Fall is pretty good. You should definitely check it out. Unless audio glitches on you, and then like you have to shit on the game, at least a little bit. Because audio going away definitely was outrage. It was wild. But there's some good audio. Like when the audio works, the audio inside the caves, you will hear like the motherfucking rats and the bats and shit like fluttering around before you even see him. Because like the audio is pretty good in the game. It's just when it glitches out and all the audio goes away, you kind of don't like that shit. It annoys the fuck out of you because you like some things you would hear. So you would think the audio is working. It's just like no sound. But no, that shit is dead. The audio just fucking broke. So that's kind of how that goes. That's kind of how that goes. But yeah, we can get back to the gaming news since we finished the Nintendo Direct. And I heard, look, there's all rumors and shit going around the gaming industry. People are talking about why PlayStation is not releasing games. And everybody think it's because GTA 6. Like I've been talking to other people that like, you know, they cover gaming and stuff like that. And they think because they've heard, I don't know if they got sources of shit. I don't have no sources at PlayStation. I don't fucking know. But they've heard that PlayStation has been not dropping information on their games because GTA 6 is coming out and they don't want their games to be shit on by GTA. So that's why Ghost of Yotai, they showed that shit last year. And it's already almost a year since they showed that game. And we still know nothing about that fucking game. They haven't showed the release date of the game. They haven't showed more gameplay for the game. They ain't showed a story trailer for the game. And they're like, yeah, because they're waiting to see when GTA comes out. So they know when they could drop Ghost of Yotai and not lose money. And I'm like, see, a part of me thinks that's true. And another part of me, like, that makes no fucking sense. Because the game should have been done. It should have came out early in the beginning of the year. Sony hasn't dropped anything. Even Death Stranding. When the fuck does Death Stranding 2 come out? When the fuck does Death Stranding 2 come out? Have they not announced a release date for this game either? Oh no, it's June 26th. So Death Stranding is coming out in June. They should have definitely announced Ghost of Yotai coming out before that. Yotai should have definitely came out before Death Stranding 2. Because it looks like an easier to produce game and to launch that bitch. But for some reason, Ghost of Yotai is still on the burner. Like they might be pushing it to next year. And niggas are saying because GTA 6, Sony can't be that soft, bro. There's no way they're that soft with their own IP that they're like, we kind of want Ghost of Yotai to actually get played, so we're not going to drop it around the same time GTA 6 comes out. And it's like, damn, Sony, I thought you really had faith in your IPs, bro. They would have went head to head. Because I think Doom is coming out it's coming out in the fall, around the same time GTA is supposed to come out. That's when Doom is coming out. So Doom versus GTA 6 is going to be crazy. But that's why Doom is multi-platform. Because it has to compete. It has to compete, and Doom is definitely going to compete with GTA 6. Is it going to beat it? Probably not. Probably fucking not. But it's definitely going to compete with GTA 6. Niggas going to be like, damn, do I buy GTA 6 or Doom? And niggas are going to be choosing Doom. And they got Game Pass, bro. So niggas can buy GTA 6 and still play Doom right when it comes out because we got Game Pass. So that's a W. Everybody else, they kind of cooked. They kind of cooked. But did y'all hear about Tencent and Ubisoft's deal? Because Tencent and Ubisoft just made a deal for $4 billion. So Tencent can make spin-offs of fucking Ubisoft games. And I'm like, this is not about to help Ubisoft in a single way. I don't think this is about to help Ubisoft in any way possible. But Tencent did buy a stake in Ubisoft. to start making spin-off games. And I'm like, this is not what we want, bro. But now they're about to take Ubisoft IPs, so Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Rainbow Six, and they're about to make shittier versions of it from Tencent. And I'm like, Ubisoft, you're already struggling with your own PR. You're already struggling with your own fan base. Like, Assassin's Creed came out, it's doing a lot better than people expected it to. My friends are enjoying the fuck out of the game. Assassin's Creed Shadows is really fucking good to them. But they kind of need more fans to come back to them. And the Tencent deal is not about to help that. Because Tencent makes mobile games. So if they make a mobile Assassin's Creed and they start selling fucking, I don't know what they sell in mobile games, like gems and shit to buy Ezio in the mobile game, that's not about to do you any favors, Ubisoft. You might make some money off of it, a little bit. But like shit like Skull and Bones, shit like fucking X Defiant, like those things are what tanked Ubi. Those things are what tanked Ubi. They don't need a Tencent deal to make that back up. They did need the money, for sure. But the spin-off game thing, you tried to spin off your own games. You tried to spin off Black Flag with Skull and Bones, it didn't work. You tried to spin off all your franchises with X Defiant, it didn't work. Why give Tencent the right to do this? You think they're going to do a better job and spinning off that shit? Tencent is not. You say it'd be more like 2D Assassin's Creed games that they had previously. I mean, yeah, but they stopped doing it because they didn't want to. They didn't want to spin those IPs. Because yeah, I remember like what was it? Red. It was Assassin's Creed Red. It was Assassin's Creed something else. Because I think I own one. Hold on, let me go back to Xbox real quick. Go back to Xbox real quick. I think I owned one of them, or two of them, maybe. Yeah, it's one of the side-scrolling ones. What the fuck were they called? Was Liberation one of the side-scrolling ones? No, it was this one. This was a side-scrolling one. Was Rogue a side-scrolling one? No. I played Rogue. I remember Rogue. Russia was a side-scrolling one. That was the red one. Okay. Guess what they were. But Tencent, how is Tencent gonna make money on making a side-scrolling Assassin's Creed? I don't see how it's gonna benefit them. Besides just using the Assassin's Creed name or the Rainbow Six name or the Far Cry name. Cause I don't know how Far Cry hasn't been doing good for a long time. And it's because they keep making the games bigger and not better. That's a problem. Ubisoft keep making these games bigger and not better. Like, they're not making good games, bro. You said $20 game sale? Yeah, if somebody buys this shit, I don't know if the market for spin-offs from Ubisoft is in anybody's best interest. Because Ubisoft hasn't made a good name for themselves. You said, Loki, you're not mad at the side-scroller assassins? I mean, I'm not mad at them either. It's just like, what do Ubisoft expect Tencent to do with their IPs to spin them off? Besides trying to make games that Ubisoft has already tried to make and failed. Because we've all seen that they tried to spin this shit off and it doesn't work. Because people are not trying to play some like low budget spin-off. And Tencent is going to make some low budget spin-offs, bro. It's going to be low effort, low budget. People are going to see right through that shit. Why? Because they know Ubisoft. They know Tencent. And they're like, yeah, we rather not. So like Tencent owning more of Ubisoft. You said they don't give a shit. They got 3 billion. I mean, yeah, that's facts. Ubisoft needed the money, but now Tencent kind of has a say, and they get to use these IPs. So they did get 3 billion, but I mean, in another 6 years, they drop another 2 games, and them bitches flop. Tencent is gonna own Ubisoft. Ubisoft's cooked. Ubisoft's cooked. Like, in the long run, Ubisoft is cooked. I think they know it. I think they know that they're cooked because there's no way they're getting Tencent out of this now that they got their money. Now that they got the money, Tencent is not letting y'all go. You saw it with Remedy. You saw it with motherfucking with Katakawa. They not going nowhere. Sony thought they could get in a little bit. Nah, nigga, Tencent is still here. They're not selling that shit because they know what they're coming for. And now Ubisoft. They made a deal with the devil. They got that money. Now Tencent gonna be in that motherfucker like, okay, bro, where the goods at? Because those IPs are definitely getting abused. They're getting abused for sure, and there's nothing Ubisoft can do about it. You just better hope it doesn't ruin your reputation. But they better not fuck up Rainbow Six Siege, bro. I mean, they can make a mobile Siege. That shit probably gonna be ass. And it won't really do anything because, you know, COD Mobile. People love COD Mobile, bro. And Tencent has been doing a lot of good with COD Mobile. So I'm not gonna act like they don't have good work. You said, do you watch Ace Van? No, I don't know what that is. Let me look it up. It better not be nothing evil. That was a YouTube channel. Oh, does he make parodies? I probably have seen a couple clips of him. You said, look at his Legion of Doom freestyle? Legion of Doom. I wonder if this is it. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up. Hopefully this is the right one. See, my internet presence isn't too wide, so that's why I don't be knowing a lot of niggas. Like I be on YouTube making videos. I watch a couple YouTubers. I've talked about them. Some of them got kicked off the platform, so I don't even watch their videos no more.
First I lace the reservoir, let it drip in every cup. Take a sip, your head erupt. Got them ain't prepared enough. Y'all should all be scared as fuck. Wanna scream.
Fucking scarecrow.
Collapse, you feeling trapped. Got you in terrors, clutch, hallucinate. In the room is shaking, mind is confused and racing. Loop is shaping the cool equations. Is it voodoo with Satan? The noose is braided and Lucy's hanging in the living room naked. Oh, you keep going, I ain't ready yet. Fear is sacred, your tears and anguish are payment to me. Your pain's a canvas, I paint your panic and play with your screams. Your brain is tempered, your faith is man up, but stay on your knees. Your grace is shattered, your spirit's channeled, you're praying to me. They said I should face my fears, I gave fear a face.
Nigga actually slapped it, bro.
When it's fear you face. She said she only into women we could never date. Until I hit her with the gas and I let me get him straight. Lex never lose a main. Built the clone of Superman, but he talked backwards. I think he kinda stupid, man. I wanna let the gap burst. I can't even shoot the main. Kryptonite bullets keep jamming up the Ruger, man. Lucky I ain't his villain. I would've killed Batman. Aquaman would get it too. Left him dead in the kiddie pool. Sorry if I ridicule all my fellow criminals, but y'all beef is minuscule. My shit is biblical.
Shut your bald ass up before my issues get civil. I don't plan by the scheme, bitch. I keep this shit simple. When pressure supply, these niggas get real. I don't squash beef. I cook it and let it sizzle till it's down to the crystal. Hey Arthur, we got some issues. I turn your rain to a drizzle. There ain't a place I won't swim to put a blade through your tissue. So drop it low. I can't wait to float your way and load decay to turn your face to ocean spray.
Damn. I mean,
that
was
tough.
Right if that's what you like. You know, I was gonna say more stuff like that if you know what I'm saying, if you would have let me finish.
Got some super friends in the Legion of of Doom. Got some super friends in the Legion of Doom. Got some super friends in the Legion of Doom.
Say blue and purple shit and keep it high like the moon.
This was kind of tough. I was just running that shit back. This was actually kind of tough. No, I like that. I actually like that. You said Jeezy. Got some super friends of the Legion of Doom. That was actually really good. Where do niggas be coming up with these ideas, bro? I need to know, like, who just really thought, yeah, I'm about to have a freestyle with Scarecrow, with motherfucking Lex Luthor, and they about to be snapping. Who the fuck comes up with this? Niggas super creative. I like that. And he had to write that shit bar for bar. Bar for bar. He had to write that shit. That nigga can rap, bro. He should have been a rapper. There's so many people like that. There's so much Persona 4 talk on the internet right now. Why Persona 4 is a masterpiece? Because it's the best game. It can't be beat, bro. The story was better, the characters were better, the setting was better. Nigga, if they were in Walmart. How you make a whole game story surrounded by Walmart, nigga? Like that shit's crazy. Walmart, nigga. And it is one of the best, bro. Everybody fuck with Junes, bro. It's so good. You said he did a Mario diss to Bowser? What is... I'm about to look for the Mario Bowser one. I want to hear it. You made episodes? See, I know he probably be going through all kind of shit with copyright with some of the stuff that he put up. Because I swear I get claimed for like nothing. Look, my last Doom live stream got banned. They blocked that shit from the internet. Because we were talking about Daima and I wasn't saying anything good. So that video, I mean that whole live stream is banned on the internet. I don't know why. It's blocked everywhere. And I'm like, YouTube, what the fuck? Because I didn't talk good about Daima? They blocked that shit and there's nothing I can do about it. Because yeah, that was the day we were talking about Daima. And I go look at the copyright. It's because of Daima. And I'm like, motherfuckers cover Daima every day, but you know, everybody's glazing Daima. Cause like, oh, you know, it's so good. No, Daima fucking sucks, bro. GT was better. They got a Ja Morant. Where the fuck is this Mario one? Holy shit. They got Monster Hunters. It was good. I don't see the Mario one on here. I wonder how old it is. I've been scrolling for a minute. Go to the most popular. Oh, his Justice League stuff be popping. He has to be doing voiceovers and stuff, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing the fucking Mario one. Holy shit. You said, or Random Rock? Hunter the Tiger, Ben Simmons. What the fuck? This he been making all kind of videos. Oh, you said JK the Animator? I think I've heard of that dude. Is he the one to make the rap battle ones? But I don't think he do voiceovers. I think it's just like they actual voices. There's so many good animators on like YouTube. But yeah, he be the one with the dude with the bus pass that always like fly away. I've definitely seen this nigga clips before. Cause old dude always loses his bus pass. And it's like, what the fuck does nigga keep having his bus pass get blown? Oh shit, this is the one. It's Mario and Luigi. Hold on, pull this shit up. That book was right there. Oh, what the hell did I just do? My stream better not get cut. I was pressing the wrong buttons. I almost ended stream.
Thank you for being a friend. Oh, yeah. Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah. This is my part right here. Ooh,
What the fuck are they doing, bro? You said Big Bowser is no Nintendo, it's the video. Okay, so not this one. It's not this one. We gotta find the other one. We gotta find the other one. Back in the search bar. You said Big Bowser? It's like Big Man Blastoise. Look it up. Okay, this is definitely it. Hold on. Bring it back around.
You must really be on them shrooms hard talking to me like that, bro. That's your fucking mind. You're a fucking plumber. I'm a king.
Shit, this is like the ones where like.
Okay, talk about a bitch. I ain't talking no.
Who was it? Sonic them?
Put that switch on me. Call your peach a Yoshi freak. Cause she licked on me. Someone call that plumber up. Cause it's drip on me. Bitch, I'm on another level. You can't get to me. Breath is harder than the devil. Fuck that Listerine. Shooting off these bullet bills. They don't miss a thing. How she always get kidnapped. It's a mystery. She really just keep coming back. Cause she miss a key. Roll your brother in the pack. He a walking L. All my Coopers in the back. And they tossing shells. Coming anywhere I'm at. That's a walk to hell. Got an M up on your cap. Get your life for sale. Ain't no need to ask for the action. Cause we spinning, brother. Put a shell right up in your back. Now we twinning, brother. I ain't with the lane. Play no games unless I'm winning, brother.
Where's the look nigga? We're Bowser Jr.
I ain't talking no Nintendo. Put that switch on me. Call your peach a Yoshi freak. Cause she lick on me. Someone call that plumber up. Cause it's drip on me. Bitch, I'm on another level. You can't get to me.
Be doing this shit to everybody's favorite character from the past. A Verdansk story. What? A Call of Duty ad? This nigga made a Call of Duty ad? Call of Duty really out here paying him to make Call of Duty ads? That is kind of wild. Hey, that's probably big money. From Activision, that's probably big money. Okay, so how the hell... There has to be a start to that, right? Like, what? Why is Bowser talking shit to them? You said when Mario fires back with crazy diss? Is that connected? I wonder if that's connected. Is Pack 'em Up? Is that the Mario one? High key, I need to know the story behind this. Okay, hold on. Let's go to see the Mario one. Cause I gotta know the story behind it.
Earlier this evening,
Cause he made Bowser mad.
seemingly under the influence of unidentified mushrooms, had gone on a destructive rampage. Witnesses reported him shattering numerous blocks with his bare fists and violently stomping on innocent bystanders.
He stumped that Goomba out.
Yeah, 1 UP for life. Talk to 'em, bro. They don't understand that I come from the trenches. They want the smoke, I give smoke. Talking about I'm a fucking
1 UP for life, bro.
I'm not playing no games no more. If we holding pipes, consider it a weapon. I'll throw 8 shells at Bowser's forehead in under a second. You ain't no legend, dog. Shout out to Zelda for repping. Pack 'em up like some Pokemon if they really wanna get it. Wake up, beach. Yes, it's me, Money Mario. And if your name ain't on the game, then I ain't really got time for you. Little else one smokes, I jump home for just to getting some cardio. Dragging that weak ass sword around like I'm supposed to be scared of you. Leave 2 more ghosts up in Luigi's mansion just to scratch the itch. I spent 50 bands on my mustache like it's nothing because I'm rich. Burning down these castles till Bowser realize I ain't scared of shit. Talking like he the only one spitting fire like I ain't got these flowers, bitch. I ain't talking no dry bones. Turn your eyes purple once these posts start getting thrown. Your inner circle leaking things that you do not want getting known. BBL Bowser heard your ass was full of silicone. And Link, you just full of shit. That sword couldn't cut a chicken bone. You supposed to be King Koopa, yeah, I'm the one that's sitting on the throne. If they dare ever put a star on me, I swear I'ma fuck up this microphone. One up I'm on every barn. I put down everything I own. If we holding pipes, consider
What the fuck? This nigga got ad-libs?
You ain't no legend, dog. Shout out to Zelda for repping. Pack 'em up like some Pokemon if they really wanna get it. Talking like I'm not
That shit's wild, bro. And then Bowser had to clap back on that. What? Nah. What? Who? Like, why did they create this scenario? It's actually really good. Why the hell is Mario that mad, though? Who started that shit? That's what I want to know. Who started this shit? Because Mario not dissing for no reason. I mean, there's a Money Mario. What the fuck? There's more of them? Look, Money Mario. He has another one.
1 UP for life.
You said that's a forever beef. But who started the rap beef?
My kingdom while some liberating worlds. Burning down these castles while I rescue in my gut. I paid 40,000 coins just to get some diamond pearl. I paid 50,000 coins just to keep my mustache. I got more money than you, so don't worry about my height. Go worry about your girl.
He said it's like 6 videos.
If I see bullet bills, Koopa shells, you know it's on sight. He ain't gonna make me pull out the thing and turn this red fit white. I'm prone to violence, I can deny it.
This is actually fire though. He better pull out that thing and turn his red fit white.
Talk too much, we gon' show you just what we all about. We got stars, flowers, mushroom powers. If Bowser wanna come run his mouth, I leave enemies in the dirt after I jump on their head. My pride, I repping that green, but I stay repping that red. Stay getting that bread. I've been the one keeping Nintendo fed. Since 81, been in the streets, leaving the walking dead. I make Koopa's jaw spin until they see the W on my head. My box office numbers up, the haters crying in their bed. Over 40 years of grinding, now my name the most widespread. Little elves need to stop talking, cause I'm too far ahead. I hold it down for my kingdom while some liberating worlds. Burning down these castles while I rescue in my gut. I pay 40,000 coins just to get some diamond pearls. I pay 50,000 coins just to keep my mustache. I hold it down
music video. Like, who is these humans that they put the fucking Mario mask on?
While I rescuing my girl, I paid 40,000 coins just to get some diamond pearls. I paid 50,000 coins just to keep my mustache curled.
Nah, this nigga's going wild, bro. Where did they get this from? I mean, I know Mario and them got actual beef, but like, who the hell came up with this shit? I want to see more. You said, no, that's actually factual. You said 40K coins is a lot of coins, and it's pure gold, bro. They made a Not Like Us animated video. No, that's glaze, bro. Now that glaze goes too far. Why you got a Not Like Us animated video? We don't need that. We got an actual video. The Legend of Lil Baby. I did see those. The Lil Baby videos that he had in the studio. I have seen those. Those are really good. So Haki, I've been playing hella Armored Core. Like hellas of it. Outrageous amounts. And I think I'm getting good. I'm only on chapter 2 though. I know the game probably big as fuck. But I've been putting in work in Armored Core. I've been putting hella work in Armored Core. What did we not cover in Gaming News Weekly yet? Because Haki, I think we might have covered everything. Everything I had on docket anyway. Yeah, I think we covered everything on docket. Damn, how long we been streaming? 2 hours? That's not bad. You said Mario and Zelda been carrying Nintendo. But, bruh. The way Mario has been the face of Nintendo for so long, and I swear, like, in every form. Mario Kart, nigga, Mario Party, Mario fucking Sonic Racing, Mario done got fucking Olympic Games. Mario can do anything, bro. And he has his own solo games. He got the Mario Bros. Luigi got his own game with Luigi's Mansion. Like, they've been cooking up for so long. I think that's why people be kind of upset when they see, like, the identity. Like, when you think PlayStation, who the fuck do you think of? Like, who's the face of PlayStation at the moment? Like, who's been the face of PlayStation this whole time? They don't have one. And it's relatively going to keep changing. Microsoft is the same way. Because Halo used to be the face of Xbox. But Master Chief has failed from grace. Even though they did win Player's Choice for like Game of the Year for Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite wasn't a trash game. People want you to remember that, but it was never a bad game. But Halo isn't as famous as it used to be. Mario is still that nigga on Nintendo. But Sony doesn't have one of those. You said mad because the mascot legs aren't as long as Mario's? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Crash Bandicoot was probably PlayStation 2 era. And then Microsoft bought that bitch. Now Crash can't even be a PlayStation nigga. Like, it's one of those things, bro. It's one of those things, like, you know Mario is going to keep performing no matter what for PlayStation. You said gimmicks have been carrying Nintendo? I mean, yeah, they always got a good gimmick, too. But they're innovative. Microsoft and PlayStation hasn't innovated anything, bro. That's why, now, Microsoft and Xbox want to do some innovation. That's why they don't care about, like, the console war anymore. Because they lose the console war to Nintendo every time. Nintendo can go from the Switch. I mean, they can go from the Wii to the Wii U to the 3DS to the Switch. And they cook the fucking console war every time. Microsoft and them make Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. PlayStation is on the 5th iteration. and a pro console, and they still can't compete with the gimmick that is Nintendo. The gimmick that is Nintendo, and they always have a Mario game that pop. They always have a Zelda game that pop. Those three, the gimmicks, the Marios, and the Zeldas, don't stop hitting for Nintendo. What does PlayStation and Xbox have to offer at the same caliber? They don't. They don't have a gimmick. Microsoft has kind of a gimmick because, you know, they have Game Pass. They have the cloud. PlayStation still doesn't have a gimmick, bro. They're still just as basic as PS2. If you still love basic console works for you. You said it was almost out of the GameCube and the Wii U. I mean, yeah, but like, new ideas not always gonna land. But they got the Wii. They went from GameCube to the Wii. The Wii dominated. The Wii U might have been scuffed, but then the 3DS dominated. And then after the 3DS, the Switch dominated. And they're like, okay, let's keep dominating. Switch 2. Switch 2 is going to dominate. There's no way it's not. There's no way the Switch 2 is not going to dominate. So the gimmicks, Mario and Zelda, are keeping them motherfuckers up. You said those consoles had no gimmick? Which consoles had no gimmick? The Wii U had a gimmick. The 3DS had a gimmick, because that's why it was the 3DS. Because they already had the DS. They made that motherfucker 3D. And then they had the 3DS Lite. You said Microsoft and Sony fighting over 60 and 70? You said some try to act like some Nintendo innovations haven't been used by others? You said not the handhelds? The handhelds had gimmicks? That's what made them, that's what set them apart. So when the handheld market was battling out, like when Sony wanted to make the fucking PSP and the PS Vita, they were losing to the DS. To the DS Lite. Then the 3DS came out. The 3DS was the one that had the touch screen on it, didn't it? Like one of the screens was touch and the other screen was like a basic screen. It had a gimmick for sure. Yo, you said you wasn't including the handhelds. Okay. You said DS is a gimmick? I mean, yeah. And they had first party games. That's the thing, bro. Like everything that Nintendo does, they do that shit with their whole heart. Like the PSP, the PSP would have been more popular. You said 2 screens with touch? Oh, I thought only one of the screens had touch and the other screen was basic. See, I only had like a basic DS. You said remember the Wii controller? Now what's Sony do with the PS3? Oh yeah, they made those fucking nunchucks with the ball on it. Oh, that shit was so trash, bro. I forget what the hell the name of the PlayStation controller was. With the motion controls, with the orb on it, to go like, it was so scuffed. It was so scuffed. I remember that shit. Wholeheartedly, I remember that shit. But Nintendo's been putting on, and they do that shit with their whole heart. Like I wish when the PSP was out, cause you know they made the PSP, the PSP Go, and then the PS Vita. You was hoping for a 3D Switch, because new 3DS was really good. I don't know. A 3D Switch, like it'd have to be foldable though, like closable. That'd be kind of weird. Nintendo might just do this shit. You never know. Nintendo might just do this shit. They be in the lab for real. But the only reason the PSP died is because Sony didn't want to support it full force. They didn't want to support it full fucking force. So they dropped that hoe. Because they're like, okay, well, we're just going to focus on the console. Why? Because they didn't want to put their whole heart into another gimmick. Nintendo like, fuck it, nigga. 3DS? They dropped the whole fucking Shin Megami Tensei 4 for the fucking 3DS. Bitch, if you don't put that motherfucker on PC, Hell nah, bro. That's just a 3DS game. And that shit's fire. Come on now, bro. Nintendo really doesn't give a fuck. They put their whole heart into this shit. You said put Rumble in the Joy-Cons? I mean, I wish more people would adopt Rumble triggers so then Xbox can actually have some. Because Xbox themselves created Rumble triggers and they don't even use that shit, bro. Like, that gimmick went to the trash so fast. And I'm like, come on now, Xbox, bro. The Kinect was a good gimmick. They should have put their whole heart in that shit. But Microsoft folded. They folded. They could have had the Kinect going. That could have been a full gimmick. They could have supported that shit with their whole chest. And they folded on that shit, bro. They're like, we gonna pass on the Kinect gimmick. Yay soft, bro. Nintendo would have never folded like that. They died for the Wii U. They died for the GameCube. Nigga, this is what they do. You said if Forza turns in, put those in the triggers. I mean, yeah, like Forza still uses them because they want to like simulate the resistance on the road when you like driving. But I don't play like actual race car Forza. That's why I don't really get much use out of them because I don't play racers anymore. I ain't played a race game since Forza Horizon 5. I didn't play the new Motorsport. I probably should have. At least a little bit because the new Motorsport looked amazing. But I knew it wasn't the type of racing game I wanted to play because I was a street racing fan. You said so I like Sonic Free Riders? Sonic Free Riders? I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen Sonic Riders though. I used to play Zero Gravity. That shit popped, bro. But that shit just never came back. I don't know what the hell happened to it. What was Sonic Free Riders though? It was on a 360. That shit got a 47 on Metacritic. What the fuck? How did this game go? Was this the one with the skateboard? You said all the Rumble tech on PlayStation, just the Super Saiyan version of the Nintendo HD Rumble. I mean, yeah, cause the gimmick Sony has with the DualSense and the blowing on the controller and shit is so like they don't even abuse their own gimmick. You said don't look up Free Riders. It was a Kinect game. I did look it up, and she got a 47 on Meta, bro. That's crazy. But I did play Sonic Riders back in the day. I played Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, and those were peak games. You said so. The series on pause. Damn, wait. Free Riders is the reason Sonic Riders is gone. Fuck. I didn't know that. I high key did not know that. I always wonder why the fuck Sonic Riders was gone, and it's because fucking Free Riders ruined it. Zero Gravity fucking popped though, bro. 2008? Actually, it did shit. This motherfucker got a 56 on Metacritic. What the f... What? Sonic Riders was a bad game? This motherfucker got a 4 out of 10 from GameSpot? They give everybody a 7. Oh my goodness, bro. What the fuck? I'm so pressed. See, all my favorite games growing up turns out 56 on Metacritic. I just like trash games. I think it's just innate in me that I enjoy trash games more than games that people like. Because when I look at critical acclaim games, I'm like, this shit fucking suck. But I will go play Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, 56 on Metacritic, and have a good old time, bro. And have a good old... I will go play Shadow the Hedgehog. That shit got like a fucking 50 on Metacritic, and I will have a good time. But I'm not playing Sonic Heroes. I don't think I played a single like basic Sonic game. But I did play Shadow the Hedgehog. And that shit was fun. Zero Gravity was so tough, bro. How the fuck did we... How did we get a fucking 56 meta? Is crazy, bro. One of my favorite racing games of all time, 56 meta. I'm pressed. 2008 Sonic. Oh, man. You said ESRB for ratings and movies have been a joke. I don't know. Like, I don't know if the rating system is getting stricter or just more stupid. Because like there's some M-rated games that I swear used to be like E10 plus back in the day. Or T for teen. Now they're M-rated games and I'm like, there's nothing mature about this game, bro. Not a mature theme in sight, but it has an M rating, 17 plus. What is going on here? I don't know if the regulations just got more strict or the rating system is just scuffed. Because I heard that the next Silent Hill game is banned in Australia. Is it Australia or is it somewhere else? What is that next Silent Hill game called again? You said Sega never explained how to play Sonic? I mean, definitely. They didn't. You said Silent Hill F. Oh, it is just Silent Hill F, isn't it? And it's banned. In where the fuck is it banned? I think it's supposed to come. Yeah, it is banned in Australia. Oh, it said it wasn't banned. So it got unbanned. So it got banned and then it got unbanned? Cause it say 5 days ago that it's not banned no more. You say you have mixed feelings about it? I mean, it looks like a new take on Silent Hill. It looks like just a Japanese Silent Hill. It's not like American. So it is banned. Why the fuck does this article say it's not banned? But look, they said like, oh, it's not banned. We just don't want to classify it. So they don't want to rate the game. So the game can't release in Australia because they don't want to rate the game. So it is banned. You said real talk, it looked like Fatal Frame. It did remind me of Fatal Frame when I seen the trailer before they showed that it was Silent Hill F. I thought it was a new Fatal Frame. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I never thought Silent Hill would be in a Japanese setting. Because it's so like fucking South United States. It's like what Silent Hill always looked like a small town diner. There's a fucking bar across the street. Like it's like 200 people in this whole fucking game. Like that's what Silent Hill was to me, and now to see it in like a small town Japan is actually kind of wild. I kind of like that they're taking this turn with it to try to do something new, but Australia being fake about it is kind of outrageous. They did say it has like bullying, it has fucking child abuse. Like they say like, oh, this motherfucker gets real. But Silent Hill has always been like that. They're like child abuse, drug-induced hallucinations, torture. That's all gonna be in Silent Hill F. So I mean, it's gonna be an actual Silent Hill game. They're going completely Silent Hill in Japan, and Australia's like, we don't want to talk about that. And it's like, bitch, y'all just rated Silent Hill's remake for fucking PlayStation. And now y'all want to be like, we don't want to touch that one. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Konami's trying to revive Silent Hill, and Australia's trying to ruin it. Did anybody actually watch Snow White? Because I just seen a little thing on Snow White. But did anybody actually watch Snow White? I heard it was fucking horrible. You said another thing from is what you saw, that it looks too light and not grimy enough. I mean, it's because Japan is like a clean place. I don't think they can make Japan look dirty. But I think that's why she hallucinates a whole lot. Because it's probably going to take her to somewhere that's darker, grimier, grittier than where she is. I think Silent Hill F is more of a mental state game. Because Silent Hill is like a mental state game. But like, I think her world, like the real world that she's going to be in, and then like her hallucinations of the world that she's going to see, like both of those things are going to be displayed. Not like side by side like the medium, but like I think you're going to go into like the Silent Hill version of her world, and you're going to come out of it and you're going to see like the normal world around. I don't think it's going to you be hallucinating the whole fucking game like Silent Hill is. So like the only world you see is like the dirty, grimy world. Got fucking pyramid head following your ass around. Got weird nurse bitches trying to fucking lobotomize you. Like, yeah, there's a whole lot of shit in Silent Hill. The fucking BDSM niggas crawling across the floor. Silent Hill's a weird ass fucking game, bro. That shit's weird as fuck. I don't know why people thought, like, yeah, let's make this the weirdest game possible. Put that shit on air. Because, I mean, I don't even think Resident Evil gets that weird. Silent Hill gets fucking weird, bro. But yeah. The motherfucking, what you call it? The Snow White thing. I've been hearing so much shit about that game, about that movie. Everybody's shitting on it. And I'm like, is it really that fucking bad? I need somebody to tell me. Like, somebody needs to go watch that shit and tell me, is it really that bad? I kind of want to get Monster Hunter. I don't want to buy that shit, though. I think that's the only thing. You said Silent Hill is post-nuclear clarity in horror form? That's kind of... What? Silent Hill's a fucking fever dream, bro. Like, motherfuckers is really dying from pneumonia and the flu, and they're just hallucinating the craziest shit. That is what Silent Hill is to me. Is the medium still in Game Pass? Hold on, let me go to Xbox real quick. Because I kind of like the medium. Like, high key. You said Silent Hill is what you play when all the Resident Evils are checked out of the Blockbuster? That is facts. That is definitely facts. What am I looking for again? The medium? What the fuck is the medium at? Why the fuck that motherfucker didn't show up? No, it's not a Game Pass no more. Why did they take it out? Because I'm not buying that shit. I don't think it was worth buying, but like, I did enjoy the game. The medium was actually kind of cool. Like the simultaneous world thing, but I'm not buying that shit. $50? I'm not buying that shit. It's not that good. It's not worth my money, but it is worth the time to play it. I should have played the medium back in the day, but, you know. I don't play horror games too much. That's why I don't get it. But yeah, Silent Hill, that shit's... Silent Hill F might just be a banger of a game, though. You said, would I believe the medium is actually on Switch? The medium is on Switch? Hold on, folks. I'll be right back. I had to get the Switch. Let's go to the eShop real quick. Because how the fuck did they get the medium on Switch? How the fuck? Bruh. Hold on, I need to look this shit up. You say UFC and it's the obvious route? What do you mean it's the obvious route? Requires the internet to play. Please try a free demo for purchase. Cloud version. Cloud version of what? How the fuck do you get a cloud version of... It's a cloud... How the fuck do you get a cloud version of a game? Where the fuck is it coming from in the cloud? Okay, I need help. I need to understand how the fuck is the medium running on Switch. We're about to go to the good old fountain of knowledge, which is YouTube. I need a very informational video. I mean, there's some gameplays out, but what the fuck? Yeah, why the, like, how does this... How does the medium... Okay, hold on. Is there not an informational video? Okay, let's see what if Bloomberg team themselves can tell us. Because they dropped a trailer for this bitch a long time ago. I never heard that the medium was getting a Switch version, but I don't understand how the fuck it's playable. I understand. Recommended. Lovely. It's fine. How the fuck is it running on the Switch? Cause where from the cloud is this bitch coming from? Is that Joe Rogan? Okay, I don't really care about the trailer. I need information, bro. Medium was actually kind of good. The parts that I did play. Yeah, but how the fuck is it on the Switch?
This is it. I'll put it down for good.
Not if it puts you down first.
What did you say?
But he's cooked. Is nobody gonna explain to me how the fuck you're able to do this shit? I'm just go on the other fountain of knowledge. Goddamn Google. Because I just want to know how. Like, what cloud version is this fucking game running? AI program. Tell me how the fuck this bitch is running on the Switch. What the fuck is Copilot? Copilot, explain some shit to me. You say you knew damn sure it wasn't native? I mean, yeah, but like, what cloud version is it running? It's not telling me where it comes from. You said probably NVIDIA? This shit, even fucking Copilot doesn't know. Bro, this is like the best kept secret in gaming. Who the fuck is producing this shit? How does it even work? They say it runs really good if your internet is good. You can play that motherfucker from the cloud on Nintendo Switch. None of these articles know who the fuck, like which cloud version is running either. Holy shit. What the fuck? Bro, that shit is so crazy that it exists. It exists exactly like that. It runs from the cloud. Like the cloud is just a thing in the sky. Like somebody's cloud is sending this shit to Nintendo. But nobody knows whose cloud. Is it Nintendo's cloud? Does Nintendo have a cloud with all these games in there? And are just waiting for the chance? Because like that mean if the medium can run from the cloud to the Switch, that mean every game next gen could be running from the cloud to the Switch. Why is the medium the only one? There's something to this, bro. There's something to this. Yeah, PlayStation Requiem on the eShop. See, when I be on Nintendo Switch, I be so furious on nothing being on sale that I want to buy. You say it has to be NVIDIA since they work together? But somebody would have said, bro, I've been charting the internet waters, bro. And how the fuck does nobody tell me? Because you buy the game. That's the thing. So like you can buy into a cloud service, understandable. Like if you bought GeForce Now and you played all the cloud games, it would make sense. But you pay full price for the medium. And then you get a cloud version of it and you don't even know where the cloud version comes from. That's what I never heard of. I never heard of somebody buying a cloud version of a game. Because you can't, like, what do you do when you own a cloud version of a game? That is a realm of possibility I've never once thought about. Because when I use the cloud for like Xbox or Nvidia, I don't own those games. Those games are in the cloud. I just pay for the service to play them. When you stream your own games from the cloud, those are games I already bought. I own those games. So I could just stream the cloud version of those games because I already own the actual game. That makes sense. But I never once in my brain did I think, I'm going to go buy a cloud version of a game. You said what I believe Resident Evil 6 is natively on the Switch? I mean, with the Red Engine, I could believe that. Wait, which one is Resident Evil 6? I'm about to look it up. I'm literally holding the Switch. I'm gonna just use the Joy-Cons. It's fine. It's motherfucking native. Like Red Engine Resident Evil 6. Wait, Resident Evil 2 has a cloud version. What the fuck? Go back. Go the fuck back. There's a cloud version of Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 8 has a cloud version as well. Resident Evil 3 has a cloud version as well. So Nintendo has just been doing... They had this shit in the bag the whole time. Hold on, bro. How big is this demo? I'm about to download this shit. I'm about to demo this on the cloud. Because I need to see, bro. You said Resident Evil 2 was the first cloud game for Nintendo? What the fuck? Nintendo is this big cloud gaming? Hold on, that shit downloaded fast as fuck. Oh, it's because you don't download that game. Of course, it's a cloud game. You don't download that bitch. That shit was fast. Ubitus? Okay, what the fuck is Ubitus? Oh, wait. That's what they're fucking using. So it's not Nvidia either. They got these niggas in the back pocket. Ubitus is the world's most scalable and flexible end-to-end cloud gaming system. What? How have we never heard of these niggas? Nintendo really got people in the back pocket doing good work. Who is these dudes? Who is the? Who are y'all partners, bro? I need to see. I need to see who the partners are. Oh, of course Microsoft has a partnership with these niggas. Who are... Nigga, this is crazy. So Nintendo has cloud gaming, and I swear I think this shit might be better than Microsoft's. Well, Microsoft just doesn't want to put too much effort into cloud gaming. Cause they cloud gaming everybody's shit. They got Ubisoft, they got Take-Two, they got Nacon on here, they got Nix's on here, Konami's on here, Focus Home's on here, Codemasters on here, Nintendo's on here, 2K's on here. They are really, oh my goodness, they really putting in work. See, we need to start investigating Nintendo a little bit more, because they're a lot more advanced than people give them credit for. Because who else would have the idea to just sell cloud versions of games? And it should just fucking work. Cause I booted up Resident Evil Village so fast. Like, this shit just fucking works, bro. It took no time at all. And I was already playing Resident Evil. Oh my goodness, nigga. I just downloaded that shit for like 2 megabytes. You downloaded the fucking game. You said Nintendo has to pay. I mean, but you just buy the game and you play it in the cloud. Everybody kind of pays for cloud services because like Sony buys Google's, Microsoft, they have their own, and then Nintendo buys, you know, this one. Yeah, you stream it from the cloud. Bro, that's what we're going to. We're literally streaming fucking Resident Evil from the cloud. And I was like, whose cloud are they using? That's what I was trying to figure out this whole time. And y'all, you know, my investigative journalism, we found it. And that's just fast, bro. That's just actually fast. You can't play this shit on the go unless you got a hotspot or something with you, because you have to have the connection to the internet to play it. But this motherfucker is working. It's fine. Nintendo can have every game imaginable on the cloud, like just from the cloud, bro. You buy the cloud version, it's crazy. How did I not know that? And this shit is running so fucking clean. It's running so clean. And like, when I play xCloud, sometimes that motherfucker lag hard as fuck. And this shit actually looks really fucking good, bro. You can play this shit with the Joy-Cons. I could go get the controller. You said controllers on there? Look at this motherfucker running, bro. That shit is flawlessly running. I don't see a drop frame. No, this shit's fire, bro. God damn it. What the fuck? You say internet is generally good enough? I mean, yeah, like when I go and play xCloud, sometimes that should be buffering on single player games. Latency. I need to see how the latency is. That's one thing I do need to see. That nigga. I was about to call his ass Desmond, bro. It's Ethan, not Desmond. Hold on, we in this bitch. Nah, this motherfucker too smooth. Nah, this shit too motherfucking. Nah, nigga. Nintendo, buddy. You said buying cloud servers ain't cheap. You said that's why Sony shut down that Overwatch clone game? I mean, yeah, because Sony used to buy Cloud Azure. Like, Microsoft and Sony used to be partner for Cloud Azure. Then Sony left with PS5 to buy Google's cloud service. Because they didn't want to be a part of Cloud Azure no more. Because they were just shoveling money to Microsoft the whole Xbox One generation. Microsoft is making so much money on PlayStation, it's crazy. That's why they shut down PlayStation Now. And kind of changed it. And that's why it's kind of shitty now compared to how it used to be. because they moved to Google service. You said complain about the Nemesis system? It's probably the only real progression system in the PS4 era. Yeah, because in WB could be doing so much with the Nemesis system, but they choose to throw that shit in a vault and lock it up. Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The latency on this fucking game is actually good. No, this shit is actually good, bro. I don't expect this type of high-end technology on the Switch. And I think that's what's getting me. Like, cause when you think of the Switch, everybody like, oh, the Switch don't compete. The Switch is competing, nigga. This is competition right here. This is competition right here. You said nothing else design-wise popped off for the PS4 era? Yeah, because all PlayStation games were walking simulators. You just walk down corridors, beat niggas up. There was no real storytelling in battle outside the Nemesis system that whole generation. Because rather you was good at the game and you were beating all the enemies, or you was kidnapping all the enemies, you was killing all the enemies, the Nemesis system kept track. Niggas remembered. Like, oh, he started a whole fucking army of 36 niggas without getting touched. The enemies will remember you. They tell stories of you in the past. Niggas be like, oh, nah, you might have killed 3,000 niggas, but you ain't killing me. And if niggas beat you, they remember. Or if they beat up your bros, like, bro, you be playing through Shadows of Mordor, and you will see a nigga over there. And it's like, yeah, he smacked up your friend 3 times in a row. You did what? I'm getting vengeance for my nigga. And you kill that nigga for your homeboy. And he remembers. The Nemesis system was so far, and now we don't get to see more of it because of WB. I mean, because of Monolith 2, but WB has the Nemesis system. They can lend that bitch out to any studio in the world. And they choose to keep that shit in a trash can behind their desk, nigga. That is crazy work. I am still flabbergasted on how good this shit look on the Switch, bro. I'm playing a horror game right now on Switch. Latency is actually really fucking good. I'm walking around. I don't know how to play Resident Evil, though. I don't know how to play the game, though. I need to get out of this bitch. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This shit plays really well. I didn't know where I was going or anything, so I'm just going to leave. I don't even know how long that demo is. It's probably not too long. How do you delete shit on a Switch again? Plus button? No. How do you delete this, ho? I don't know how to delete shit off the Switch. Oh, I think it's like data. Yeah, it's managed software. That's what it is. I don't play the Switch too often. I be playing Fire Emblem and shit. My girlfriend be playing all kind of shit, bro. Look, she got Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch, so she could train when I play her, because I be beating the shit, bro. I be bullying her on Mortal Kombat, so she be practicing on here. I think that's cheating because I barely play Mortal Kombat anymore, and her ass be practicing. I'll still win though. Then like Animal Crossing, she played the fuck out of that. And then all the puzzle games. Spiritfarer, peak game. That's just peak as hell. But yeah, the cloud is, that shit's crazy. That shit took me off guard, bro. You say you think I like Unmetal on a Switch? Hold on, I'm about to look it up. eShop. Yeah, my girlfriend's more of the Switch user than I am, because I have a PC and an Xbox. But sometimes Nintendo be having me in the bag because they got Fire Emblem, bro. And I really want to play Xenoblade. But the games that are like Xenoblade, I don't like them. So when I play Tales of Arise, it's supposed to be like Xenoblade. I didn't like that game too much. But I know the Nintendo version is better because I've played other games like Fire Emblem, and I don't like them that much. But I play the fuck out of Fire Emblem. So I think the Nintendo versions are just the superior ones. It's like the first Metal Gear on NES. I played the first Metal Gear. Search. Switch. Oh, this nigga is literally dressed like Solid Snake. It's completely a ripoff. His name is Jesse Fox. Oh, no, I'm about to look it up on the internet. I'm about to bring up the trailer. Bring up the trailer. Put it on big screen. I don't want to see reviews. Fuck that shit. I want to see the trailer. This book was 3 years old. Oh my goodness.
Russian. Me?
Restart this hoe.
Name? My name is Fox. Jesse Fox.
You don't seem to be Russian.
Unepic Games? These niggas are really just stealing ideas.
Aircraft 2 hours ago.
I also drive a Toyota, and I'm not Japanese.
Jesse Fox is a man of action.
I'm just a man who's good at what he does. Kicking ass and explosions. You don't have to be a $6 million man to punch guards in the face. Guards love picking up free coins off the ground.
Hey, a coin!
I'll show you a punchline.
They're making fun of Metal Gear hard, bro.
Paper beats rock, boat beats chopper.
I'm going to splash your entrails all over the place.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Jesse Fox is a man of science.
Hold on. You have expertise in chemistry?
Chemistry's not that hard. You just have to mix the ingredients correctly. Here you are, Colonel. A radio. I've modified it to encrypt the signal. Wise man once said, with a little bit of imagination, anything is possible.
Jesse Fox is the ultimate non-hero that we deserve.
You stole a one-eyed man's patch? What you did was macabre and suggest you might have a
He
fetish.
stole the fucking eye patch so he could wear it?
The sewer was infested with assassin rats. Felt like I was a huge chunk of cheese. Bless you.
Fox, what are you waiting for? We are running out of time.
You are Jesse Fox.
No, I'm Jesse Fox.
He is Jesse Fox.
And I've been arrested for a crime I didn't commit.
We know.
Did you see?
Somebody actually made this game and they're like, fuck it, bro. Metal Gear. Everything's not off limits, bro. They made fun of every aspect of Metal Gear possible. Because that nigga Snake is good at almost everything, bro. Then he can make bombs and shit. Nigga, he was wrangling animals. Snake Eater? You have a bird in a box, nigga. You crawling around, you let a bird out the box, it goes attack an enemy, you knock his ass the fuck out. Snake was doing everything, bro. Medical surgery. This nigga rebuilt his shoulder, put that shit back in the sling in the middle of the forest, bro. And that shit healed up. He was removing bullets out of his body. Back on PS2. This Metal Gear 3 is crazy. Nah, that was actually a good parody on what the fuck Metal Gear was doing with Snake, bro. Snake was a different breed. That's hella funny. I enjoyed that a lot. It's crazy I haven't heard of that. It's maybe because it's small. From Unepic Games. Fucking Unepic Games is crazy. How the fuck did Epic let that shit go? You said kill the emoji? No, I'm about to look it up. I need the trailer. I don't know why the fuck the trailer don't come first. Drunken Ape Games. These studio names be wildin', bro. Drunken Ape? Are they shooting at you? Because he looks like he dodging bullets. Oh, he is dodging bullets. This shit gonna turn into a bullet hell. Ah, he getting cooked. I really like that gun animation. Nah, this shit getting out of hand now. He's dead. Everybody starts somewhere. Everybody starts somewhere, and Drunken Ape is, oh, nigga, that shit's funny. It's crazy how fast that game got out of hand. Like, you could definitely see it get more and more terrifying as the game went on. You said it's on other platforms as well. It gotta be on, like, Steam and shit like that. It gotta be. GOG tried to finesse my ass into buying, like, $100 worth of games. It's just some random-ass old games. Because they sent me a code, and I put this code in. They put this code in, go to the store, and there's, like, 18 games in a cart. It was like $130, and I'm like, the whole discography of this random ass game franchise. They tried to finesse me into buying that hoe. It was kind of crazy. I fell for this shit. Almost bought it, but I didn't. Cause it's shit I never heard of, and I seen like where it was an old game. I've never seen the game before, but I did see one of those skins in Smite. And I was like, what the fuck? This shit is in Smite. So Smite, like, Hi-Res probably just stole the idea from them. GOG is, like, my favorite platform now. Like, I think Xbox is going the GOG route, which Xbox would probably do this better. It's Sudeki. I don't know what the fuck Sudeki is. I probably would have played this back in the day if I knew what the fuck it was. It says it's a fucking 18-hour game by Climax Studios. And this shit actually look kind of fire. I don't know what type of game this is, though. I think it's a story game. Oh, it's a YouTube trailer. Hold on. I need to go find this shit on YouTube. Because I'm on GOG. I need to go look it up on YouTube. Look for the trailer. This just is 10 years ago. Holy fuck, this game old as hell. But I've never seen it. I never heard of Climax Studios. That's how crazy this is. And that game probably would have popped. They kind of look like Jade.
Of the gods and demigods created from the void, Tetsu, heir to the realm of Omnium, received a gift with which he toyed. Sudeki and all its subjects would worship him alone, yet still he longed for another god to share his celestial home. So drawn from him, his crystal skin, another child was born. Yet slicing one, though good and true, the light from dark was torn. At first the brothers celebrated and shared their world in faith, but then the dark grew powerful and love was laid to waste. The dark gave swing to the selfish twin, and he banished out his brother. Now weakening, the good twin fled in search of help from others. Of animal men, one wise and fair, his tribe they turned to flee, while human beings hid their feelings, save the heroic three. 'Twas separation brought us here, how selfish was my wish. So unity will be our new goal, we fight, the angel hissed. They fought the beast so powerful, and forced him to give in. Then, as battle silenced, a rage came o'er the twin. The world was torn asunder, the subjects split in two. Unable to reach the afterlife, death drifted in the gloom. And then the magic ceased, silence took control. An age 1,000 years would pass before these kin would toil. And of the four who bravely fought, their fate was not to end. For time would tell to save from hell, we will need these friends again. Now is the hour that my brother wakes.
That trailer is actually fire. I've never seen it before. But yeah, I seen that game on GOG, and I was like, how the fuck have I never heard of this franchise? It is like, there's so much of like old gaming that I wasn't attuned to, mostly because I was too poor to be attuned to it. But I probably would have played the fuck out of that back in the day. I might play it now. I just don't know if it's gonna function well on my PC. I did get Vampire the Masquerade, like the first one. You gotta play this shit with keyboard and mouse. I fucking hate it, bro. I hate it. I probably need to download one of those softwares that let you play it with a controller. Like it'll just force the game to let you play it with a controller. But yeah, old games, especially like the fire old games, I really want to play them bitches, or at least learn about them, see what they was like, cause that shit look kind of cool. I ain't even gonna lie. But what time is it? I think I need to end the stream. We've been streaming for 3 hours, so I'm gonna end the stream right here. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's been Gaming News Weekly Live. I need to go get some food, bro. I've been cutting weight, so I can be strong, stay strong. I've been up in there, been in the gym. But yeah, it's time to end stream. I need to go get some food and figure out what the hell I'm about to do next. I do need to live stream Doom some more, bro. I might have to just start live streaming after work, so I can get through Doom, to get the Doom Eternal, because I'm still on Doom 2016. And it's crazy. Doom 2016 is not that long. But I have like 4 streams. They're both like 2-3 hours long. Like each one of them like 2 or 3 hours long. And I'm still only like halfway through the game, I think. So I definitely need to figure out more time to play Doom. Get back into the swing of streaming. But yeah, I'm about to end it. Make sure to like button, subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one.